This here is another ongoing thing. Last time this caught some fire because of a faulty connector. These are DC connectors, and DC arcs are more dangerous than AC, and DC is more prone to create an arc, so that's a problem. The structure is now a little bit better than it was before, but it is still bad. And I came here to cut away the vegetation, because once this dies out, of course this is going to be a huge problem. The less vegetation, the better. This will not last, so my plan is to repurpose these panels, get new ones, and build a structure like the one that you see there in the back, right next to it, to the left, and also move the inverter that is currently used for these panels over there. And not all of the panels that you see here are connected. You see there are 3 lying on the ground. They have a different connector, and I decided not to bother with this. So some are connected and some are not. For example, there the last one is not connected because of the connector issues. So what was possible to connect safely is connected, but the rest is just there. So when the time comes, I am waiting for the delivery of the new batteries, and then a little bit later another structure gets built, and then we should have 12,000 watt in generation on a good day, which is most days, and that should keep our battery bank full. And it's not the lead acid gel batteries, it's lithium. So if for those who are technically interested, they are Pilontech batteries, and that should then provide a much better power supply, and we can grow from there because it's the same type of technology. You can just add more. And with our current setup, that was okay in the beginning, and it is relatively big, but we have more things in mind, and therefore more power is required. The point of using solar is not to save on energy and use a candle. The idea is to just make a proper installation so that you have all the modern amenities and can run all kinds of things simultaneously. For example, the solar charge controller for the batteries is rated 8,000 watt, and we can draw 8,000 watt at ease out of these batteries. In combination with the production in the day, of course we have more. So we have eventually 2 of these structures there, so that means we could consume 12,000 watt at any point in time once this is set up. And that's definitely not limiting ourselves to anything. So this is a little bit of maintenance here, and I also need to recut again here this driveway so that it can dry out. It rained overnight quite a bit, and you see it is already high. And this is very important because I want to drive the backhoe in here so that we can build the pig corral here. The pigs exist, they are at a breeder's place, and they will stay there until the infrastructure here is ready and we can bring them over. I could also mention that we had a mechanic here to do something to the backhoe. So right now it is out of order, but in a few days the pieces will come back. And then I want to try this. So next thing now is to cut this and let it dry with this beautiful sun that we have. But there's already more rain in the forecast, which is great, but for a driveway it's not so great. It's never perfect. So I got this, but I might have to get more batteries for the newer model. The ones that I have is 9 ampere hours, and there's a newer model, but it's quite pricey, almost 300 euro for a 15 ampere hour model, and I'm running out of battery, so I need to pause to finish this. But the main part, this one I have, it is drying out, and I want to give us a little bit more room here on that side, and this has to wait for a little bit later until the 3 batteries have been recharged. I probably would need one more, so I spent 3 times 9 ampere hours on cleaning this up, but also there between the solar panels. It's not so bad, and a break is also good for myself. But this is looking quite nice. Of course, this material will preserve the moisture for a while, but the sun here is so powerful that it will not be that much. I hear a meow, and I have a suspicion. Oh yeah, there he is. So Mr. Cat is in there. You might see his tail. Ah, there he is. You see, he wants to say hi. He stays out of the farmyard because they are the evil dogs, but he is enjoying life here, just outside. And by the way, I should mention that we also managed to put up this. This is not the final installation, but it's good enough. So there we have it. I might have mentioned this before. And this also needs fixing. So when the backhoe is operational again, then this will be the task, to pull it over a little bit here to the left, and also put this back in. It needs a little bit of an extension to repair the damage, and this should then work. So I just cut this path here, and you can see this is basically like a jungle. All this rain and sunshine in between has made this grow very, 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 very tall. It's basically all overgrown. It's quite interesting. And I do this so that we can remove this to have a path here that gives us access to this area here. And this should go there to block the entrance to this whole area here, so that the sheep will stay on the other side, so back there. And this is basically in preparation for summer, so that we have a little bit control over the forage and can tell them, the horse and the 6 sheep, where they now should continue to graze. Basically a form of rationing.